And welcome to beautiful Palm Springs Stadium for the PSCL playoffs. It's the 10-seeded Coyotes taking on the 5-seeded Chill. So excited to bring you this one. Nash Walker, George Hathaway. And it's already been crazy in this PSCL bracket, George. We've seen upsets galore early on.
Yes, we have. All 4 games that we saw today, Nash, all of them were upsets. The Haymakers, a 13 seed, beat the 12 seed Colonials. The 11 seed and reigning PSCL champions, the North Stars, beat the 4-seeded Grizzlies. The Bootleggers, who are the 9 seed, beat the 8 seed Snowbirds. And the Green Dragon, who are the 8th seed, beat the 7 seed Bombers. So, Nash, is it possible that that trend continues today, with possibly the Coyotes being the 10 seed, beating the 5 seed Chill to, kind of cap off a very hectic day in the PSCL?
I think it's possible. This Coyotes club, they are the 10 seed. They come in at 6-9-1. This is the third meeting between these two clubs. First meeting, the Chill got to the Coyotes. They beat them 9-2. Munoz hit a home run in that game. The Chill were 11 for 33 at the plate. And then in their second meeting on July 1st, most recently, an 8-7 Coyotes victory. So this is the rubber match right here, and it really matters. The loser goes home, and the winner moves on to take on the 11 seed North Stars. Feels like that side of the bracket may have opened up a little bit. The Grizzly were a deeper team in the PSCL. Not to take anything from the North Stars, but it feels like the winner of this game can make a run in this bracket.
It's going to be a lot of fun to watch it. And, the records may not show, but there's a 2-game difference between these two teams. And the Coyotes, being the 10th seed, have more hits and runs than the 5-seeded Chill coming into today's ball game. And so it's going to be interesting to watch. It's very evenly matched. Yes, the records may show differently, but I think if you dive deeper into it, you can really see it there.
Yeah, the Coyotes 5.25 runs per game. The Chill just 4.33 runs per game. In terms of runs allowed, the Coyotes have given up more than the Chill, 6.4 to the Chill's 5.5. So pitching will be important today, and it's Michael Bassett going to the mound against Greg Wiley. Wiley on the season for the Chill, 16 2/3, 7 earned runs. That's a 3.78 ERA, 17 strikeouts, and 9 walks. Now, these two faced off already, George, on July 1st, and neither was very good. Wiley went 2 innings, gave up 3 earned. Bassett went 2 innings, gave up 6 earned. So we'll see if there's more of a pitcher's duel in this game, but they're facing off for the second time in the matter of a week.
Two teams are very familiar with each other, Nash, like we've kind of been talking about. As the Coyotes, the 10 seed, 3-6-1 in their last 10. In their last game they played, they ended up tying.
About ready to go here. It'll be a 7-inning ball game, no time limit tonight in the playoffs. And Wiley's ready, the lefty, first pitch. Taken outside for ball 1, 1-0 to Eric Romero, who's batting .360 with a .964 OPS on the season. Players to watch for the Coyotes. Trey May is in the 9-hole today. And in 11 games, it's hit .304, slug is .652, 3 doubles, a triple, a home run, 8 runs driven in, 5 walks, 7 strikeouts, and he's 4 for 4 on steal attempts. 2-0 to Romero. In there for a strike. It's the first strike for Wiley.
9 hits and 9 runs for the 6-foot freshman from Feather River College, Eric Romero. Big wide stance there for him.
That one's fouled back, 2-2. So as a team, 758 OPS offensively for the Coyotes. That ranks 8th in the PSCL. The league average is 775, so just below. They've also struck out more than any other team in the PSCL. That's it. Hard out to short on a line and caught for out number 1 by Macias. So one quick out here in the top half of the first. Excuse me, that's Franco at short. Got Macias out in left field. And that brings up the catcher, Nico Cristelli.
He's batting .421 on the season. Also has 8 hits as well. Struck out 4 times, a sophomore, 5'10", from Webster University.
Yeah, Cristelli's been one of the better hitting catchers in the PSCL, and he's ahead in the count 2-0 on Wiley. So we've been calling these games all year in the morning in the PSCL. I'm sure they'll be managed a little bit differently here in the playoffs. There's a called strike 2-1. Definitely playing to win. Here's the 2-1. Up and away, 3-1 from Wiley.
The last time these two teams played on July 1st, Cristelli walked 3 times in all 3 of his plate appearances.
Hits that one hard towards short. Franco picks it up on a couple of hops. Here's the throw to first. He got him. So a busy first inning for Franco, and there's 2 down. And that'll bring up Reddy, who's also a player to watch tonight in 11 games. Garrett Reddy hitting .333, .419 on base, slugging .556, 6 doubles and 8 runs driven in. He bats third, plays third base tonight with 2 down, nobody on. That's hit hard to left field, but foul. So down on the bleachers on the left side, 2 outs for Wiley. In the top of the first, mention his last go at the Coyotes wasn't his best start. 2 innings, 4 hits, 4 runs, 3 of them earned, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. 0-1 in the dirt. And you can get these Coyotes on the punch out. 114 strikeouts this year at the plate. 1-1, high into left field. Macias goes back on it, makes the call, makes the cap high catch for out number 3. It's a 1-2-3, top of the first for Greg Wiley and the Chill. They'll come up and hit when we return. 0-0. The Chill will come up and hit it here in the bottom of the first. It was a 1-2-3 top half for Greg Wiley. In this PSCL playoffs matchup, the 10-seeded Grizzly taking on the 5-seed Chill. And the heart of this Chill order, George, has been outstanding this year. And it starts with Spencer Dickinson, who leads the league with a couple of home runs. Chill as an offense, 6 home runs. That's the most in the PSCL. So they bring the power. And they'll have to do it against Michael Bassett, who's starting for the Coyotes.
5.03 ERA for Michael Bassett. This will be his 4th game starting, has 1 win under his belt, 1 save. 20 strikeouts, 11 walks. But he's also had 15 runs and 15 hits in 92 batters faced on the season for Michael Bassett. It's the first guy he's going to face, Robbie Lopez.
Bassett threw 2 innings in that game on July 1st. 7 hits, 6 earned runs against this Chill lineup. Hit 2 batters, walked 1, struck out a couple. It'll be Lopez, Huerta, and Munoz here in the first. And if they can get to him, Spencer Dickinson batting 4th. And Dickinson, who has thrived in both the PSCL and for the Power, will be a player to watch not only tonight, but if the Chill advance throughout this playoff season. As a team, the Chill have a 784 OPS that ranks 6th in the PSCL. That's above league average. That is upstairs 2-0. Yet they only average a little over 4 runs per game. In their last 5 games, they've scored 4 runs, 7 runs, 7 runs, 1 run, and 6 runs. That is outside. It's 3-0.
Yeah, Chill riding on that 2-game win streak, 5-5 in their last 10, and when they're the home team, they're 5-4 as well. So something to keep an eye on here.
3-0 is in there for strike 1, and Bassett's on the board in the strike category. Yeah, you wonder with the Chill, somewhat of a feast or famine lineup. Got 7 guys with 30 or more plate appearances. That's down and in, ball 4. So Lopez takes the leadoff walk. They got 7 guys with 30 plate appearances, George. 3 of them have an OPS over 1,000, and the other 3 are about 750 or less.
And one of those guys who has a 753 OPS, it's Jaden Huerta, who's at the plate right now, batting .320 on the season.
Huerta takes strike 1, and Bassett gets ahead. Lopez leads off first. The Chill are 24 for 34 in stolen base attempts. Robbie Lopez is 0 for 1. The 0-1 inside, 1-1. So we mentioned no time limit today. Not just any PSCL game. It'll be 7 innings. So no more speculating, George, like we do just about every morning. 1-1 on the Chill second baseman. Bassett from the stretch. That is in there for strike 2, 1-2.
Definitely a change of scenery for these guys in the PSCL. They don't typically play these night games at all here at Palm Springs Stadium. As you know, this will be different. The ball will travel differently. There won't be any sun in their eye. They'll have the shade here, and then they'll be under the lights eventually as well.
1-2 fouled off toward the right side. Nobody out, bottom of the first, no score. Coyotes Chill. A classic 10-5 matchup. Bassett, last fastball clocked at 81, comes set from the stretch. Comes home on 1-2. There goes Lopez, pitches inside. Here's the throw down. It's late, and it'll be a stolen base for Lopez. His first of the season comes at a big time in the bottom of the first of this playoff game, and he's in scoring position with nobody out.
That's what you want to see here in a playoff intensity type game that we're seeing right now between the 5 seed and the 10 seed. Being able to put yourself in scoring position, stealing a base like that, going to help your team out a lot more, because this top half of the order for the Chill, very strong. I mean, Robbie Lopez has 8 hits, all of them being base hits, and only has 1 RBI on the season. So looking to add that on here in the playoffs would be very huge for him.
Huerta with a chance to give the Chill a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the first. With Munoz on deck, we mentioned Munoz hit a home run in the first meeting between these two teams, and this is a fearsome middle of the order for the Chill. When you face Munoz, Dickinson, and Wood, you're hoping nobody's on base. Here's the 2-2 on Huerta. Upstairs, 3-2, full count.
Yeah, good eye there from Jaden Huerta. Walked 4 times on the season in 25 at-bats. So Michael Bassett, you know, we've talked about him and his walk rate as well. He's walked 11 batters on the season. Make it 12 now after walking Robbie Lopez.
Huerta follows that off to the right side, and the count remains full. Mentioned the chill, the heart of the order. That's what I listed for players to watch with Dickinson, Munoz, Hummel, and Wood. Hummel listed as a bench player tonight. He's not in the starting lineup. He's got a 1,032 OPS. Colin Wood at over 1,000. Michael Macias at 967, so just shy. He's batting toward the bottom of the lineup tonight in the 7 hole. Or the 8 hole, it looks like. Here's the 3-2. Down in the dirt, ball 4. So Huerta draws a walk, and it's back-to-back walks to start the bottom of the first. That'll bring up Munoz with nobody out in a run-scoring spot. Carlos Munoz has been hard to get out, George. 7 for 21, 625 on base percentage, reaching in nearly 63% of his plate appearances, 10 walks, just 3 strikeouts in 32 plate appearances, 13 games.
Yeah, we also talked about that home run that he had against the Coyotes in their first time playing each other.
Takes a breaking ball outside, 1-0. So Lopez at second, he walked and stole. Steal didn't matter much because Huerta walked anyway. And that's inside, 2-0. So Bassett having some trouble finding the zone early on. And he'll take a quick pirouette around the mound. Danger zone on Carlos Munoz. It's 2-0. Nobody out. First and second, bottom of the first. In a scoreless ball game here in the PSCL playoffs. 2-0 hit high to short center field. Who's going to make the call? And it is caught out there by O'Connor. So a big first out. And the shortstop O'Connor makes a basket catch. Nice job communicating by the Coyotes defense.
Really good job, because I mean, if in a situation where that's really in no man's territory, you have 3 guys like Romero, O'Connor, and Bolza running in all at once. That could cause some trouble. If they run into each other, they just don't communicate who's grabbing it.
So here's Spencer Dickinson with runners at first and second. And Dickinson this year, second in the PSCL and OPS behind Mason Schwalbach. Both guys have gotten time with the power. And now first and second, 1 out here in the bottom of the first. It was a 1-2-3 top half for Greg Wiley. And here's Dickinson. First pitch from Bassett, swing and a miss, 0-1.
We've seen a good mix of fastballs and a little bit of the breaking balls from Michael Bassett today. That one clocking in at 84 for him on the fastball that got right underneath the bat of Spencer Dickinson, who has 2 home runs on the year, leads the PSCL in home runs, and actually I was fortunate enough to broadcast both of those home runs.
Here's the 0-1. Up and away, ball 1. Good take from Dickinson. So Bassett's a ground ball away, George, from getting out of this. He walked the first 2 hitters he faced and got the pop-up on Munoz. So has a chance now with a good pitch to close out a scoreless first. Feels like a lot of work to do, though, with Dickinson and then Wood on deck. Maybe can save Wood from leading off the second inning.
We see Bolza over there on second trying to crowd over to cover up on second to Robbie Lopez. Has a sizable lead over there on second. Trying to put his team in a better spot in scoring position, but I mean, could be a ground ball up the middle for Spencer Dickinson that brings in the first run possibly.
1-1 is a breaking ball. It's outside, and now 2-1. See if Dickinson goes fastball hunting here. Bassett comes home, and it's high, 3-1. 3-1, 1 out. Bottom of the first. First and second for the Chill.
We've seen 2 pitches so far from Michael Bassett, 3 of them being breaking balls. The rest of them have been all fastballs, and we've seen about 20 pitches from him.
The 3-1 on Dickinson. In there, strike 2. Dickinson thought it was ball 4. So Dickinson throws his bat to the side thinking he had ball 4 in the third walk of the inning. Instead, it's 3-2.
A little bit wider, just painting the trim around home plate there. I mean, looked like it could have been a ball, but I can see where Spencer Dickinson was really thinking on that play.
3-2, 1 out, first and second. Michael Bassett trying to tightrope around some trouble here. Time call. Bassett throws the pitch anyway. Dickinson, late time call. Bassett is taking his time here with runners on base. Every pitch matters. Maybe in the regular season he's working quicker, but this is the playoffs.
You want to make sure you can really control that pitch count. You don't want to get too high up there in the count early on in the ball game and, you know, resort to having your team go to the pen.
3-2 foul back. Dickinson foul back, a tough pitch, spoiled off that fastball. And I think Bassett here probably has to go back to the breaking ball to get that swing and miss. Fastball in the zone. Dickinson's been on everything this year. He's an even 11 for 22 with 3 extra base hits. And he can break this game open in the first inning. Here's the 3-2. Hit down the third baseline. Foul. Good battle here.
Good contact. A little late on the swing there from Spencer Dickinson, who struck out only twice in the entire season with 31 plate appearances.
Well, Joseph Cook has thrown 18 innings and given up just 1 run. Likely available in that Coyotes bullpen today. Here's the 3-2 on Dickinson. Outside ball 4, bases loaded. So a nice battle, and Dickinson will take first base on a walk. It's the third walk of the inning issued by Bassett. He's going to get a mound visit here early.
Not the most ideal way to start off. Is Kenny Booth going to be pinch running for Spencer Dickinson on first with bases loaded? So not an ideal start for Michael Bassett at all, Nash.
Courtesy run for Dickinson, and the bases are loaded now for Colin Wood. And not a spot you want to be in. Colin Wood batting .400 on the season with a .484 on base percentage, slugging .520 with 3 doubles. He's been part of one of the best hearts in the PSCL of any order. You know, I think of the Lumberjacks, and then I think of the Chill for toughest 2, 3, 4, 5 hearts of the order. And Wood is absolutely a part of that for the Chill. First pitch, swing and a miss, fastball up. Wood trying to do damage. So important first strike from Bassett. 1 out, bottom of the first, no score. Chill at the plate, the 5 seed in the PSCL playoffs. Coyotes out in the field. And that is down and away, ball 1.
We've seen Michael Bass today, those fastballs that he's been throwing, peaking at 84, and then they could fall in that range between 80 and 84 for him.
Wood reaches out at a breaking ball, and it's 1-2. So nice change of pace there from Bassett. The Chill have seen him already this year, and they got to him. And threatening here again. In the bottom of the first inning, the bases are loaded. 1-2 to Colin Wood. Breaking ball high, 2-2.
That breaking ball looked like it just kind of sat up there for a moment.
Wood has struck out just 6 times in 31 plate appearances. Bassett looking for one of those Ks right now. That's popped up. Looks playable. Cristelli is back, and it's off the netting. So just floats out of play. And new life now for Wood. That's a break.
Huge break there, like you just mentioned, Nash. For Colin Wood, 2-2 the count for him. I mean, Cristelli a little frustrated after he's looking at the net, wishing it wasn't there because he would have been able to get that ball and would have helped his team out a little bit more with 2 outs and bases loaded, but now it's going to stay with 1 out.
3 walks have loaded the bases. Booth at first, Huerta at second, Lopez at third. That's hit hard to left field. Playable, dropping right down the line. 1 run will score. Here comes the second run. He'll score. It's a 2-run knock for Colin Wood. That ball was hit right down the line and landed just in front of Phil Demas out there, and it's an early 2-0 lead for the Chill in the first inning.
That ball had some really nice hang time up there. And I don't know if Demas was thinking that it was fouled off, but regardless, you're going to still want to chase after it, even if that is in foul territory. But I'm surprised Reddy didn't back up either to see if he can get underneath it as well. But now 2 runs come in for the Chill, which are going to be pivotal in this ball game.
2-0 lead for the Chill in the bottom of the first. On a 2-run single from Colin Wood, and that brings up Franco with runners at first and second. Still 1 down. Franco takes strike 1 on a breaking ball.
Yeah, Franco batting .280 on the season, .699 OPS, 6-foot freshman from Lincoln College.
That's up and away, 1-1. So I think that was right off the end of the bat for Wood. It sounded good, but just died out in left field, right in front of Demas. Really tough play. Nobody was going to get there. Here's the 1-1. Up high, 2-1.
So 4 RBIs on the season for Franco. He has 1 sacrifice bunt as well, and that came in the most recent game in the 4-3 win against the North Stars just a few days ago.
3-1. 3-1, 1 out on Franco. He's playing shortstop today for the Chill. Had a busy top of the first. It was a 1-2-3 top of the first. This inning much, much longer. This frame. 3-1, swing and a miss, 3-2.
Those early walks from Michael Bassett, Robbie Lopez, Jaden Huerta, Spencer Dickinson, definitely going to hurt them in the long run because, 2 of those 3 walks came in to score with Kenny Booth, the pinch runner for Dickinson, over on second in scoring position.
If Booth had to hold up and see if that ball was going to be caught, Demas was looking at it, almost parking under it like he was going to catch it, but it was further down the line.
Maybe just a foot off from foul territory. Very close. Game of inches here in the playoffs in the PSCL.
Here's the 3-2 on Franco. And that's popped up on the infield. And 3 Coyotes converge. And the second baseman makes the catch, Xander Bolza. So Bolza makes the catch for out number 2. And the Chill have been popping the ball up here, George.
They really have been getting underneath those pitches, hitting them up in the air. A reason why Munoz and Franco were able to get out. But that certainly helped out Colin Wood, getting underneath it. Kind of a little bit of a half swing there, but end of the bat for Wood that got him that base hit RBI.
So here's Cruz, the right fielder. It's 2-0 Chill in the bottom of the first with 2 down. Runners still at first and second. First pitch fouled back by Cruz into the screen, and he thinks, at least it looks like he thinks he should have hit that a long way. Got a breaking ball that hung. That's Keegan Bolza making the catch down the first baseline for the second out. Bassett's ahead of Cruz here, trying to limit the damage to just 2 runs. She'll lead it 2-0. That's outside 1-1.
Good job from Nico Cristelli to reach cross body, able to stop the ball, keep it in front of him, because a pass ball here, might not put a run on the board, but it'll certainly advance the runners, kind of putting them in better position to score and add on to this 2-0 lead.
1-1, 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Cruz. Pop foul back behind us. It's 1-2.
6 hits on the season there for Matt Cruz, the 5'9" freshman at College of the Desert. Has 1 extra base hit, 3 RBIs. Struck out 5 times as well, batting .281 with a .433 on base percentage.
Here's the 1-2 on Cruz. First and second, 2 already home for the Chill in the first. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So the bottom of the first finally ends for Michael Bassett and the Coyotes, but 2-run score on a Colin Wood single, and the Chill have a 2-0 lead after 1. You're listening to the PSCL Playoffs. Top of the first, Coyotes will come back to the plate after the Chill scored 2 in the bottom half of the first on a 2-run single from Colin Wood. So it's 2-0 here, and the Coyotes in an early hole against Greg Wiley in the Chill, and it'll be McGee, Demas, and Finn O'Connor in the top of the second for the Coyotes. Well, here's the good news, George, for them. They get 7 frames.
Mm-hmm. Plenty of ball game.
They're not looking at their watch. They get 7 innings to make up this deficit, and it'll start with Max McGee.
Max McGee, the 6'1" freshman from Delta College, 29 plate appearances, 8 hits. He's batting averages .320 on the season, .414 on base percentage. Struck out 7 times, however, in the regular season for the Coyotes. Did not play on July 1st when these teams last played each other. So it's certainly been a while.
Wiley gets a swing and a miss. It's 1-1 on McGee. So 3 walks in the bottom of the first eventually led to a 2-run single for Wood. That's a half swing called strike 1 and 2 after a 1-2-3 first from Wiley. Got a pop out to short, ground ball to short, and a fly out to left.
So the winner of this game will play the reigning PSCL champions, the North Stars.
Pitches in the dirt, 2-2.
The North Stars, they upset the Grizzly earlier today.
Upsets galore. So far in the PSCL, Chill are trying to spur that trend. They lead 2-0 as the 5 seed over the 10 seed Coyotes. 2-2 outside, 3-2.
And there may be a pretty decent difference between, the seeding between these teams, but they're 2 games back in the standings. But Coyotes, they have 107 hits and 84 runs in the regular season, and that's well over what the Chill have done.
McGee will take a leadoff walk. McGee's aboard now for Demas. And just like that, Demas, the game's tying run, is to the plate.
So very similar to that bottom half of the first inning for the Chill, as they had a leadoff walk as well. So one of those things need to keep an eye on there is those walking rates. They've been high so far in this ball game. Only 1 hit, which came from Colin Wood, who drove in 2 runs.
Demas takes a ball outside, 1-0. Phil has had a really nice year for the Coyotes, hitting .357, .893 OPS, 7 runs driven in. Check on the runner, and back in safely, close play. Almost caught McGee peeking towards second base. Max McGee is 3 for 5 in steal attempts this year. As a team, the Coyotes are 35 for 45. And that's fisted toward right. That's a base hit. So Demas is aboard with a single. McGee holds up at second. Strong throw from right. But it's first and second. Nobody out. Coyotes are in business here in the top of the second, George.
Yeah, this is a very good inning for the Coyotes. That's how you're going to bounce back from a 1-2-3 inning that happened in the top of the first. So now you have 2 runners on. Finn O'Connor stepping up to the plate. I mean, good situation here for the Coyotes, who are looking to get on board here, possibly tie this game up or even take the lead with no outs and 2 runners on already. So just keep hitting the ball, find those gaps, and then even, try to take those risks, steal base as well. We saw the Chill do it in the bottom half of the first.
Here's Finn O'Connor, first and second, nobody out. The Chill lead it 2-0. That pitch is just outside, 1-0. So Wiley walked McGee and gives up an opposite field single to Demas. Ball wasn't hit very hard, but hit in a perfect spot. And now it's first and second with the go-ahead run at the plate. 1-0 from Wiley. Outside, 2-0, and not really close.
Yeah, almost in the left-hander's batter's box there, that pitch, is Ramon Macias had to reach across to get it. But Finn O'Connor, the 5'10 freshman, batting .214, has 4 RBIs and 6 hits in the regular season for the Coyotes.
Takes a strike, it's 2-1. O'Connor struck out 10 times this year, and Wiley would love to strike him out here for the first out.
July 1st, last time these 2 teams played, O'Connor was 2 for 2 on the day with a double and a triple.
Takes ball 3 outside, it's 3-1. So in danger of walking the bases full here, an offensive count for Finn O'Connor. 3-1. Foul back. 3-2. Full count on the Coyotes shortstop.
O'Connor's only been walked twice in the regular season. Like you said, he did strike out 10 times.
The payoff pitch, down and in, ball 4. The bases are loaded with nobody out for Ben Combs. 2 walks, a single sandwiched in between, and they are juiced in the top of the second. The Chill lead it 2-0, but the go-ahead run is on base at first. The tying run is in scoring position at second. And Ben Combs steps to the plate with a chance to put the Coyotes on the board and then some. First pitch on Combs, up and away, 1-0. And I think you're just taking all the way if you're the Coyotes right now. Wiley struggling after a 1-2-3 top half of the first.
So 5 RBIs on the season for Ben Combs, 225 righty. Big hitter here who's batting .208 on the season, 478 OPS.
Breaking ball in there for a strike. Nice pitch from Wiley to get back in the zone. Counts even up at 1-1. McGee's down at third. Phil Demas at second. Finn O'Connor at first. With nobody out in the top of the second, swing and a miss, fastball, 1-2. And as we said on O'Connor, a good time for a strikeout here. The 1-2, oh, just missed, 2-2.
74-mile-per-hour curveball there from Wiley. A lefty for the Chill.
Wiley 2-2 on Combs with the bases loaded. The Chill lead it 2-0. That's hit toward first, gloved, and just going to take the out at the first base bag as a run comes home to score. Wood might have had a chance at the plate to cut down the run. Then he looked at second and just ended up taking the force at first. But the Coyotes score. Chill now lead 2-1 with 1 out.
It's those kind of situations there from Wood where you just need to kind of have a better understanding of where you want to go to. Those hesitations could hurt you in the long run. You know, get the quick out there, just make the play. Don't overthink it too much out there on the field, especially in a playoff intensity game like this.
So second and third now with 1 out, 1 run home for the Coyotes. Chill lead at 2-1 for Keegan Bolza, and he takes up and away. It's 1-0. So now the tying run at third, the go-ahead run at second. That was a hard hit ball to Wood. It's 3 unassisted on Ben Combs for the first out.
He has 4 RBIs on the season for Keegan Bolza and 7 sacrifice flies.
That's up high. It's 2-0. And Trey May is on deck. He was a player to watch today. 11 games, hitting .304, 448 on base, slugging .652, and batting at 9th. Breaking ball. Missed inside, 3-0. Well, don't want to load him up for Trey May. And it's 3-0 on Keegan Bolza. First base is open. 3-0. In there for a strike, a fastball, 3-1.
Good pitch there from Wiley. Get that top of the strike zone. Really kind of working all corners here. Trying to make Keegan Bolza think where that next pitch is going to be going.
Well, these teams are in a situation, George, if they win, they have to play again tomorrow. So you can't go to the bullpen too quick. That's foul back 3-2. Or else if you survive tonight, who are you going to have to throw tomorrow? It's a tricky situation for these clubs. And that's why I think you see nobody warming in either bullpen.
You're going to want to see these guys just riding the wave, how they can work themselves out of jams. And we saw bases loaded in the bottom half of the first inning, and Bassett able to work out of it.
3-2. Called strike 3. A big strikeout for Wiley. And Bulls is down looking. 2 down. Runner still at second and third for Trey May. But now you got options with first base open. Breaking ball. Locked up Keegan Bolza.
First strikeout of the day for Wiley. After a 1-2-3 top of the first inning. The first strikeout coming in the bottom half of this order.
A hit sandwiched between 2 walks. Loaded the bases. Combs drove in a run on a ground out as May fouls it back out, a fastball to hit. And then Bolza struck out looking. The Chill lead it 2-1. In the top of the second, Coyotes still threatening with one of their best hitters at the plate and a run-scoring opportunity.
8 RBIs for Trey May, the freshman from Northeast Community College, staying at 6 foot. Has 7 hits, 3 doubles.
Wiley comes home on 0-1, bounces away from Macias, but a nice job getting over and preventing Demas from coming home. So a nice stop from Ramon Macias. And the count's even up at 1-1. Think about walking May here, George. Lineup flips over to Romero. You got first base open. You do risk with the bases loaded. You walk in that run, but May's been so good this year.
One of those guys, 7 strikeouts, 5 walks on the season for him.
Swinging a miss, foul tipped. You got a piece, but it's caught and it's 1-2.
I think you take the risk here with Trey May. Have the defense do a little work, the infield get a good stop here. You know, with 2 outs, become important here.
1-2 from Wiley. Foul back, waited on the curveball, and sent it to the screen. A laborious inning for Greg Wiley. As he works on Trey May, he's ahead in the count 1-2.
41 pitches for Greg Wiley. We've seen him go with that fastball curveball combo. It's been helping him out a little bit here, especially in the top of the first.
1-2, did he go? And they're going to call it strike 3. They say May went around. He's down swinging. A big strikeout, back-to-back Ks for Wiley. Leaves a pair of runners on board. The Coyotes get one back. The Chill lead at 2-1. They'll come up and hit. You're listening to the PSCL Playoffs. Bassett back to the mound here. And he'll try to have a cleaner bottom of the second. Gave up a couple runs and a 2-run single from Colin Wood. He'll face Macias, Martinez, and then Macias again. The first Macias will be Michael, and then Ramon batting third.
Yeah, you hope to have a good inning here if you're Michael Bassett. You walked 3 batters to start off the inning. And then, of course, the base hit from Colin Wood drove in 2 runs that hurt him as well. But he ended the inning off strong with a fly out and a strikeout. So you're hoping he can kind of pick up where he left off, have the momentum kind of riding. We do see a little bit of action to our right in the Coyotes bullpen already.
Some white tossing down there. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. 0-2 on Macias. Looks like it is Joseph Cook up and warming, George. He's given up just 1 run in 18 innings this year for the Coyotes. 0-2 on Macias. Called strike 3. Fastball painted for out number 1. And it's back-to-back strikeouts for Bassett.
You know, as a pitcher, all you want to do is kind of have that momentum going for you. Yes, it was a struggle for Michael Bassett in the bottom of the first inning, but he ended strong and he's starting this inning strong. So that's what you want to see if you're the Coyotes, is your starting pitchers, you know, do well and pick it up.
Martinez swings at the first pitch, grounds out to first, and a quick 2 outs here for Bassett, just what the doctor ordered. And this is kind of what we've seen from the bottom of the Chill order this year. They're able to score a lot of runs in the middle, and less so as they get through the lineup. Here's Ramon Macias, the catcher. Made a nice stop in the first to prevent a run from scoring. Would have scored at least 1, George. I might have bounced all the way to the dugout.
He's one of the great catchers here in the PSCL. And you're right. He's done a great job, you know, reaching cross body, able to keep the ball in front of him. And we've been seeing a really good 1-2 combo here between the slider and fastball from Michael Bassett. I mean, like we said, the fastball topping out at 84, and those sliders getting in there mid-70s.
So 1-0 on Macias, pitches inside, 2 down. Bottom of the second, Chill lead it 2-1 over the Coyotes here in the first round of the PSCL playoffs. Winner will go on to play the North Stars, who defeated the Grizzlies today. Here's the 2-0. Down and away, 3-0. 3 walks in the first inning for Bassett, and Joseph Cook is now sitting down. 3-0. In there, strike 1.
Just got the outer half of the strike zone there. Really solid 83-mile-per-hour fastball from Michael Bassett.
That's it high into center. Toward the gap. Going back on and making a running catch is Eric Romero, but a hard-hit ball on 3-1 from Macias, and it's a 1-2-3 second inning for Michael Bassett. The Chill lead at 2-1. Coyotes will come up and hit. You're listening to the PSCL playoffs. We're into the third inning. The Chill lead it 2-1. They got 2 on a 2-run RBI single from Colin Wood in the first. And then an RBI ground out from Ben Combs put the Coyotes on the board in the top half of the second. We are into the third. Nash Walker, George Hathaway bringing you the PSCL playoffs in the first round. It's been a very exciting season. It's the first pitch on Romero. Lineup flips over, taken for a strike. Seen a lot of good baseball, George. A lot of good pitching in the PSCL. Don Bray telling us the lowest opponent batting average ever in the PSCL.
That's really good. You like to see these guys' improvement throughout the years and new pitchers coming in, new talent. And over the years, it's progressively getting better. So you can only imagine what next year is going to bring here in the PSCL.
Here's the 0-2. And down and away from Wiley, who escaped some trouble with back-to-back strikeouts to finish the second inning on Bolza and May. Here's the 1-2, high, 2-2. He walked a pair in the second, gave up a single to Demas, and that loaded the bases. Combs grounded out to first, and back-to-back strikeouts, just 1 run and damage. That's a swing and a miss, strike 3. So 3 straight strikeouts for Wiley, and there's 1 down for Nico Cristelli.
In the top 3 guys, Romero, Cristelli, and Reddy, in the top of the first inning, they all grounded out or lined out. So it was a quick inning there in the top of the first. But it was at bottom of the order, really, that got things going for the Coyotes here in the ball game. So you want to see that a little bit more. But you like to see it as well when you're hoping to see somebody like Nico Cristelli, who grounded out in his first plate appearance, get on base, get things going as Coyotes trail in the ball game by 1 run.
The 0-1 to Cristelli, up high, 1-1. Chill up 2-1. Top of the third. Here's the 1-1 from Wiley, swing and a miss, breaking ball, 1-2.
Really solid breaking ball there from Wiley. He hit him with the 2 quick fastballs, 82, 85, and then thought to bring the breaking ball. Beautifully placed.
1-2, reaching out and fouling it off. Cristelli stays alive. So Wiley set down the first 3 in order in the first, then a leadoff walk to McGee, a single to Demas, and another walk to O'Connor. And since then, 4 in a row he's set down. Here's the 1-2, hit back up the middle. Played on a couple hops, thrown on to first. And they're going to say that Wood came off the bag on the throw. So Franco got the ball there in time, but Wood can't keep his foot on the bag. And that'll be a 1-out base runner for the Coyotes.
It looks like the umpire's going to talk things over. Bob Walker, Mickey Ramirez.
Yeah, I thought Wood kept his foot on the bag.
It looked like he did.
They have a better look down there than I do. And looks like they're going to stick with the call.
So it's going to be ruled an error on Franco.
So E6 on the throw from Franco. Credit Cristelli for getting up the line quickly. See if Nico takes off here. He is showing some speed up the line on the season. Has not attempted a steal. As Garrett Reddy steps in, he flew out to left to finish off the top half of the first.
In that throw from Franco over on short, you could tell as he was kind of extending that ball, threw it a little bit of sidearm, had a little, high-rise throw from short. Reason why Wood, even how tall he is over on first, just could not extend and keep his foot on the bag.
Check on the runner, and Cristelli gets back in safely. So 0-1 on Garrett Reddy with 1 down here in the top of the third. And that's down in the dirt, 1-1. Ready? A player to watch coming into this game, batting third for the Coyotes. He's been awesome this year. Here's the 1-1, down in the dirt, 2-1.
Ramon Macias doing a great job using the chest plate there to keep the ball in front of him. Had it roll out a little bit too quickly to take off the face mask. And also able just to kind of stare down Cristelli over on first, making sure he just did not go.
Another check on the runner. Cristelli gets back in safely. So we'll see if that error comes around to bite the chill. Errors find a way to do that, George. Not always. 2-1, 1 out. Chill lead it 2-1, and that's fouled off. Cristelli was off on the pitch. Looked like a hit and run there. It's 2-2.
Just barely fouled too. I mean, good job there from Reddy to get some contact. A little bit of a late swing there from him.
Wiley, breaking ball hit hard to left, base hit. Reddy's aboard. Cristelli will hold up at second, and another threat here in the third for the Coyotes.
Let me take a selfie.
Hard hit single for Garrett Reddy to left field. First and second with 1 out now for Max McGee, who walked and scored the Coyotes' lone run an inning ago. The tying runs in scoring position, George. The go-ahead runs at first with 1 out here in the top of the third. She'll lead it 2-1, but the Coyotes for the second straight inning are threatening again.
88 exit velocity off the bat there from Reed. Just a straight rip right over in the left field.
McGee takes up an away ball 1. See how quickly the Chill go to their bullpen today. And Wiley's been their guy. He pitched in the All-Star game, or at least made the roster. 1-0 inside, 1-1.
McGee, the only base runner to come on home for the Coyotes, as this has been a very close game. We've seen 4 upsets on the day in PSCL playoffs, and we're only in day 1, Nash. You can only imagine what the rest of the week has to bring. Championship game on Friday.
July Madness, that's fouled off. It's 1-2 on McGee. And it feels like that first Thursday of March Madness, George. You get upset after upset after upset. And we thought that there was a chance this would be like that great tournament, the greatest sporting event in the world. And, it might take first place after this weekend.
They do say the PSCL playoffs, summer baseball at its best. And we've seen 4 upsets on the day, including the reigning champions, the North Stars, upsetting the number 4 seed Grizzlies. And the winner of this game will play them tomorrow.
1-2 on McGee with 1 down here in the top of the third. Wiley comes set, comes home, and that is in there, strike 3. 4th strikeout for Wiley, and a big one. With 2 down now, and first and second for Demas.
We've slowly started to find ourselves in a pitcher's duel here. I mean, even Bassett has done a good job as of late. Had a 1-2-3 inning in the bottom half of the second, and then Wiley as well. He's found his stride. That's what's making this ball game so close.
First pitch is up on Demas, who singled to right field an inning ago. And it feels like a big at-bat here early in this game, George. It's a 7-inning game. It's the top of the third. Coyotes trail by 1 with 2 outs and runners at first and second.
Yeah, Phil DeMoss, he had that base hit in the top of the second inning.
That one skied to right field, twirling, and in foul territory. He'll make the catch. Cruz gets leather on it, and a big third out. as Wiley gets out of another jam in the third. We'll head to the bottom half. Chill lead at 2-1. You're listening to the PSCL playoffs. One, two, three in the Chill order as Lopez comes up to lead off the bottom half of the third. Chill leading 2-1.
Lopez walked in his first at bat. Also scored a run as well. I mean, very close ball game. I mean, we saw the bottom half of that first inning. We thought it was going to be a blowout. However, Coyotes able to kind of stay in this ball game, keep it very close. Pitchers duel so far. I mean, Michael Bassett a 1-2-3 inning in the bottom of the second.
Yeah, Bassett back out there for his third inning of work. Gave up that 2-run knock from Colin Wood. Look at Bassett's season. Entering today, 5 innings, 8 earned runs in his last 2 outings. But before that, in his 3 prior outings, all at 3 innings or more, had not given up a single earned run. And it'll be a leadoff walk for Lopez here in the third. Leadoff man is aboard for the second time in 3 innings as the Chill try to extend their 1-run lead. I have a feeling 2 runs is not going to win this game, George.
No, it won't. And they're going to have to really build on that, get some insurance runs if they want to keep command of this lead that they have. And another thing as well, it's going to be limiting errors.
Oh, and a tough hop into center field. It was a double play ball. Instead, it'll be a single. And Lopez moves up to third. First and third with nobody out on a cruel hop on the edge of the grass.
That bounced way over the head of O'Connor. And you can see the Chill dugout exploding. Because that really, like you said, Nash, could have been a double play ball right there.
It was setting up to be a vintage 6-4-3 double play. Instead, it's a base hit, and now first and third for guess who? Carlos Munoz, Spencer Dickinson, and Colin Wood. 3-4-5 in this Chill order for the second time around against Bassett.
We mentioned throughout the broadcast how huge this 3-4-5 is.
Huerta takes off, throw goes down to third. It's a stolen base, and now runners in scoring position. 2 of them for the Chill, still nobody out. Huerta down at second, Lopez at third. And Munoz, the left-handed hitter, popped out to short in his first at-bat. Is ahead in the count 1-0. Bassett comes home outside 2-0.
And this is a situation where you don't want to walk Carlos Munoz either, because guess what? You have the PSCL leader in home runs on deck. in Spencer Dickinson. So really pivotal at bat here. If you're Michael Bassett, you're going to want to try to get Munoz out like he did in the bottom of the first inning with a fly out.
It's been hard to do this year as Munoz swings through the 2-0 pitch, and it's 2-1. Munoz been terrific for the Chill. And that's hit hard to center. But looks playable. Runner will tag. Throw will come into third, and it's late. So a run scores on the sac fly from Carlos Munoz. Nice job from Romero. Throw comes into third instead of home. And that's the first out on a sac fly. Chill now lead it 3-1.
Really, really solid throw from Romero. Didn't even have to go to his cutoff man, O'Connor. Right up to Reddy over on third. But good base running from Huerta, who was able to get underneath the tag.
Dickinson back up for his second plate appearance. He walked in his first. And the first pitch is a breaking ball taken for a strike. With Huerta down at third. The Chill have scored another run. They've taken a 3-1 lead here in the bottom of the third on the Coyotes. Still only one out. Breaking ball is high. And I'm sure they would take another one of those fly balls. Sac fly.
Back-to-back 75-mile-per-hour sliders there from Michael Bassett. Up high. Really trying to avoid anything in the middle of that strike zone, because that's going to be Spencer Dickinson's sweet spot, or even anything inside.
That's fouled back. It's 2-1. So 2-1, one out on Spencer Dickinson. With Huerta down at third, one run already home here in the bottom of the third for the Chill. Bassett comes set from the stretch. Comes home, breaking ball, gets Dickinson in the shoulder. Maybe not the worst outcome for Bassett to put Dickinson aboard. That also opens up the double play opportunity with runners at first and third and one out.
And there goes Kenny Booth over to first base. He's going to be the pinch runner for Dickinson. But the guy who really started it all, Colin Wood, had that blooper over in the left field that dropped right in front of Damas, who had a chance to go underneath it and get the out that would have helped out the Chill, or excuse me, would have helped out the Coyotes in that inning.
So here's Wood again. Drove in the first two runs of the game with that 2-run hit, and that's down and away for ball one. One and 0, one out. Dickinson at first, Huerta at third. And that's in there for a strike. Excuse me, that's Kenny Booth down at first as the courtesy runner for Dickinson. Kenny, I'm sure, excited to get into this game. Our co-worker. He's a baseball player, cameos as a co-worker for us.
It's really helpful. You know, you're able to talk to him around the office, get some insight on the Chill, what their mindset is going into this game. Even just PSCL baseball in general.
1-1 count on Wood. There goes Kenny, and that's lined toward right field. Foul. Would have at least scored a pair. Might have been a triple for Wood. That ball was laced into the corner, but it's just a foul, and the count is 1-2. So for Bassett here, George, you've only given up the run in the inning. You're still within 2. Your goal is to get that ground ball. Booth took off with the last pitch, so you figure he'll do so again.
Aggressive base running there from Kenny Booth.
Trying to stay out of the double play. Booth does not go that time. The pitch is high, 2-2.
Kenny Booth has stolen 2 bases this year It's 2 for 3, caught stealing once.
So 2-2, 1 out. Runners at the corners for Colin Wood. Michael Bassett comes home, and that's popped up behind us. We might hear it. Oh, just shy. Chill lead at 3-1 here in the bottom of the third in the first round of the PSCL playoffs. Been a fun day of PSCL action. Bootleggers taking down the Snowbirds. There goes Kenny again, swinging a miss, strike 3. Booth will have a stolen base, but now there's 2 down.
This helps puts 2 runners in scoring position for the Chill, or trying to add on to their 2-run lead that they have.
3 strikeouts for Bassett as Carlos Franco steps in. And he's got 2 men in scoring position. A base hit with Booth's speed at second could make this a 5-1 game for the Chill. Looking to take control. Franco popped out to second in his first plate appearance.
Yeah, with a 699 OPS, he has 4 RBIs on the season with 7 base hits.
Breaking ball in there for a strike.
He also struck out 6 times, so this is going to be really good position here for the Chill. 2 runners in scoring position. However, with the 2 outs, you don't want to take any risks.
The 0-1 got him on the back. 2 hit batters in the inning. And that will load the bases for Cruz.
He has 3 RBIs on the season.
You do wonder, George, pitching certain guys more carefully as Cruz swings and misses at a fastball upstairs. 0-1. But not a big difference in terms of OPS. 39 points between Franco and Cruz. That's up and in. 1-1. So Cruz with the bases loaded. Chill lead it 3-1 here. Big spot in the bottom of the third with 2 down. That is in there for strike 2. Good fastball from Bassett, who's working quickly now with the bases juiced.
And we see Joseph Cook back out in the bullpen for the Coyotes.
Here's the 1-2. Bassett to Cruz. Time called. Bassett unloads anyway, and it looks like, speaking of unload, looks like his tank heading toward the end here.
Yeah, 72 pitches for Michael Bassett on the day. And here we are in the bottom of the third inning.
Looks like he's letting it loose here. 1-2, 2 outs. Some harder fastballs and a big pitch here for Matt Cruz. Bassett comes set, comes home. Just missed outside, thought he had him. Decent frame job from Cristelli, but it's a ball outside, and the count's even at 2-2. George, bases loaded. That pitch clocked at 83. Bassett comes set, comes home again. Breaking ball. Inside, full count.
Now this is where you're kind of really testing the waters here. Full count, bases loaded. A walk will bring in a run and extend the Chill lead that they already have.
3-2, 2 outs, bases loaded. Chill lead by 2. And ball 4. It's a bases loaded walk for Cruz. Brings home the 4th run of the game. The Chill now lead it 4-1. The bases are still loaded for Michael Macias. And George, we've seen Macias already hit a grand slam this year.
A very strong hitter. And the Chill lead the PSCL with 6 home runs on the season.
Macias takes strike 1 from Bassett, who, as we said, working quickly now. getting the ball, getting back on the mound.
So we're starting to see that fastball from Michael Bassett slowly dip down 83 now.
That pitch is up and in, and it's 1-1 on Macias. He got ahead of Cruz and then lost him. And 2 hit batters, 2 walks in the inning. Bases still loaded. 1-1 on Macias. That is outside, 2-1, good take.
Yeah, Macias struck out looking in his first plate appearance in the bottom of the second.
The 2-1. Up and away, ball 3. Hitters count for Michael Macias, similar to when he hit his first grand slam of the season. I should say his only grand slam of the season.
Well, you never know, Nash.
You never know. Could happen right here. 3-1. Swing and a miss. He was thinking about it.
He wanted it.
Count
350
runs full.
At 350 down the left and right field line, 400 dead center.
He took one right down that line. At 350. Here's the 3-2. Runners are off. And a called ball 4.
Wow.
So 5-1 Chill. 2 runs have scored here on walks. As
That looked
Luke
like a
comes
really
in to
good
score.
And that looked like a really good pitch.
It did. Looked like a good fastball. I thought Macias would be rung up.
That was his fastest fastball of the night, 85, and that possibly could be his last pitch.
They're going to take the ball. Looks like they'll turn to their ace and Joseph Cook. We'll tell you about him when we return. Chill lead at 5-1 here in the bottom of the third. You're listening to the first round of the PSCL playoffs. Joseph Cook is on with the bases loaded, and this feels like one of those spots, George, in a winner-go-home game. You turn to your best pitcher to try to keep you in this ball game. The Chill lead at 5-1. Bases still loaded, 2 down in the bottom of the third. A lot of at-bats left for the Coyotes, but you start getting down 5, 6, 7, 8 runs, that game can get away from you quickly. So the Coyotes turn to Cook.
Joseph Cook, the first time he's going to be playing against the Chill on the mound, 0.5 ERA.
One earned run all year.
And 16 strikeouts as well. 12 hits and faced 73 batters.
First pitch to Martinez, taken for a ball. Martinez grounded out to first. In the second inning, breaking ball in there for a strike, 1-1.
Coming out of the gates, well rested for the ace, Joseph Cook. Coming out of the pen as he's trying to shut things down here with 2 outs.
1-1 is foul back, 1-2. Martinez in the 9-hole tonight. Ramon Macias is on deck. The Chill have scored 3 here in the bottom of the third, and they lead at 5-1. trying to set up a date with the North Stars tomorrow in the PSCL playoffs. Here's the 1-2. Hit toward right field. Base hit down the line. 1 run will score. Here comes the second run. And they're going to hold up Macias at third. It's a 2-run double for Martinez. And the Chill have opened up a 7-1 lead.
Beautiful hit there from Martinez. Opposite field. Trickled down the right field line there. Absolutely amazing.
It's a 5-run inning for the Chill. They have 2 men in scoring position. And here's Ramon Macias. He flew out to center on a hard hit ball. Now we don't have a time limit, but we do have a mercy rule. So after 5, if you're leading by 10, the game is called. Chill, some work to do to get there, but they lead at 7-1. With 2 in scoring position, that ball is outside 1-0. A big inning for the Chill, George. 5 runs. Little 2-out rally here. And a big 2-run double from Martinez has opened this game up and broken it at the seams.
The pitch from Cook was a 77-mile-per-hour changeup that Martinez was just able to get a hold of and rip it down the right field line.
Macias is ahead 2-0. You got Lopez on deck, who's walked and scored twice. Macias, no batting gloves. The catcher for the Chill. 2-0, foul back, 2-1. His brother Michael's at third, and he wants to drive him home. I'm sure his big brother has driven him home multiple times. In the car, I mean. Those 2 from the desert. Here's the 2-1 inside, 3-1 on Ramon. So 3-1, 2 outs. Cook to Macias. It's a 5-run third so far for the Chill. They lead at 7-1 in the first round of the PSCL playoffs. The Chill the 5 seed tonight, and the Coyotes the 10 seed. Here's the 3-1 on Macias, outside ball 4, bases loaded again. The Chill have batted around here in the third, and they're juiced up now for Lopez. So a walk, a single, a hit batter, another hit batter, 2 more walks, a double, and then another walk, and this inning is extended.
So only 1 hit in the entire inning. 2 hits in the entire inning. And it's a very strong inning from the Chill.
4 walks, 2 hit batters. That's in there for a strike on Lopez. It's 0-1.
And Lopez, he's walked twice as well in this ball game and scored 2 runs as well.
Lopez has a considerable hole up the middle. That's up and away, 1-1. Base hit up the middle, should score 2. Outfield that medium to deep length. One from Cook, way outside, 2-1.
The Chill have been able to work that 2-out magic ever since Colin Wood struck out.
Cook has given up 1 earned run all year. Here's the 2-1, foul back, got a pitch to hit, 2-2. And those runs not on his ledger. Those runs will be given to Michael Bassett. But he's responsible for Macias at third. Here's the 2-2. Down and in, 3-2. Another full count. So entering this inning, the Chill had a 2-1 lead. And they put up 5. Bases are still loaded, 3-2, 2 outs. Cook to Lopez. Long look. Finally comes set. The runners will be off. There they go, and that's ball 4. Another walk. The 5th walk of the inning scores another run. Macias comes in to score, and it's 8-1 Chill.
Chill looking to snap the streak that we've been kind of seeing today with all the upsets on pace to do so, as they're now up 7 runs in the ball game.
They lead it 8-1. Here's Huerta with the bases still loaded and 2 outs. Martinez at third, Macias at second, and now Lopez at first after another walk, and that's in there for a strike. This inning started with a Lopez walk. He just walked again, so 2 walks in the same inning. Huerta singled, stole second. And that's in there for strike 2. So Cook gets back in the zone, and he's ahead on Huerta. Huerta scored twice. He's been on twice with a walk and a single. Oh and 2, 2 down. Here's the pitch to Huerta. Swing and a miss. He got him. So the inning finally ends, but not before. The Chill score 6 and open up an 8-1 lead. We'll head to the 4th. You're listening to the PSCL playoffs. And here we go. In the top of the 4th, the Chill opened up an 8-1 lead with a 6-run 3rd inning, George. And Greg Wiley's back to the mound with a lot more comfort.
Certainly, with a 7-run lead like this, a few base hits wouldn't hurt you long term, but he wants to keep doing what he's doing.
Well, speaking of base hits, that'll loop in for one, and O'Connor will have second base. Hustling out of the box, and he's in with a leadoff double. On a bloop hit to right.
Shallow right, mind you, as well. And it looked like Wood kind of tripped up, maybe even Huerta over there towards the bullpen of the Coyotes.
So O'Connor's aboard at second with a double. That'll bring up Ben Combs. Combs entering today, 5 for 24. 5 runs driven in. And he'll have a chance to get a run back here for the Coyotes with O'Connor in scoring position.
So Greg Wiley approaching that 80 pitch mark. Probably will do so either in this at bat or the next. Similar territory where Michael Bassett also was in, who left the game with 80 pitches, but we don't see anybody in the bullpen to our left for the chill, so you can only imagine that's going to be the inning here for Wiley.
Combs takes high, ball 1. Chill lead it 8-1 in the first round of the PSCL playoffs. Winner will take on the North Stars. The 1-0 hit high but foul. Power season winding down. Palm Springs Power will play 5 more games. They'll play here Saturday night against the San Diego Stars. And then 4 games next week. Usual times, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, all at 7 o'clock. 1-1, hit toward right, that'll fall in for a base hit. O'Connor's going to be waved around. Here's the throw. Goes to first, and O'Connor will score on a head-first slide. So the Coyotes get one back here on an RBI knock from Combs, and it's 8-2. Well, it starts with 1, George, right?
It does. Once you have your leadoff guy get a big double, and then it's just going to kind of be a domino effect. Those guys are going to ride the wave, feel the momentum, and just kind of keep producing some hits here. 6-run game now.
8-2 Chill lead, and Keegan Bolza, who struck out looking in the second, will get a chance here in the fourth. So Bolza, right-handed hitter with Combs leading off first. And he squares the bunt. He gets it down. It's a good one. And only one play, and that's first base for Wiley. So sacrifice bunt, George. The Coyotes trail by 6. So interesting.
Putting Combs now in scoring position with one of the guys, Nash, who you've been talking about to watch out for with Trey May. Possibly could rake in a run here with a base hit, 1 out. And the thing about this game is the Coyotes, they have more more hits than the Chill. So they lead in that category 4-3. And even on the season, they lead over the Chill with hits and runs.
Trey May takes strike 1 inside. He struck out swinging. It was a big strikeout at the time for Greg Wiley. And he's got 4 on the night. Chill lead it 8-2. That is down 1-1. Wiley to May, it's a matchup we circled tonight. I'm curious that May's batting in the 9-hole. I get it, you want to stretch out your lineup, but this is only his second plate appearance, and Coyotes are trailing by 6. So here's the 1-1, and that is outside 2-1.
Just barely. Looks like it just had the top of the strike zone there.
So 2-1, 1 out. Here in the top of the fourth, Coyotes have gotten at least 1 back. It's 8-2. Wiley working in the low 80s. Here's the 2-1, hit towards short, couple of chops. Tough play, Franco, but he makes it. Nice job from Carlos Franco to get the second out. Combs moves up to third on the play, and that'll flip the lineup over for Eric Romero.
This top third of the inning certainly struggling in the ball game, but they're able to get on base with 2 outs. You have a guy 90 feet away from home looking to kind of build onto a solid inning that the Coyotes are having here in the top of the fourth.
Pitch is up and away. It's 1-0 on Romero, who popped out to short, struck out swinging. Romero. Breaking ball in there for a strike. 1-1. Chill lead it 8-2. They got a draw with the almighty A's on the left side of the bracket. 1-1. Foul back. 1-2. So the seeds in the PSCL playoffs, you got the A's as the 1 seed, Blue Sox the 2, Lumberjacks the 3, the Grizzly eliminated as the 4 seed. The 5 seed right here, the Chill. 6 seed Snowbirds eliminated. 7 seed Bombers eliminated. The Green Dragons took them out. They're the 8 seed. The Bootleggers the 9. These Coyotes the 10. 1-2 down and away 2-2. And the winner will play the North Stars, the 11.
So 4 upsets on the day, and we're only day 1. We don't sleep here in the PSCL playoffs, Nash.
We sleep in August. 2-2 look good, but called ball 3. A lot of fringe pitches tonight, and the pitchers especially have not been happy. So 3-2 on Romero. And he swings and misses, and he's not happy with himself. Pitch was well outside, would have been ball 4. Instead, it's strike 3, and the 5th strikeout of the night for Greg Wiley. Coyotes do get 1 back. They still trail 8-2. The Chill will come up and hit here in the bottom of the 4th. You're listening to the PSCL playoffs. Carlos Munoz will lead off the bottom of the 4th for the Chill. They lead at 8-2 over the Coyotes. Munoz picked up an RBI on a sac fly in the 3rd, and he takes strike 1 from Cook here in the 4th.
This is that strong part of this Chill lineup we've been talking about. Carlos Munoz, Spencer Dickinson, Colin Wood. Those 3 guys you don't want to see.
That's it high into right center field. The center fielder going to come over and make the catch, Romero. But that looked like it was the right fielder's ball. Romero comes over, makes the catch. Either way, it's out number 1.
Chased a lot of ground to come over there and get it. I mean, Romero and McGee were practically next to each other on that grab.
Dickinson, a walk and a hit by pitch. They don't want to pitch to him tonight, George. I don't blame him.
League leader in home runs in the PSCL with 2.
Oh, he got one to hit there, but got jammed. Still floating out to center, and a diving try is not enough. Dickinson is aboard with a single. O'Connor thought he had a play on it, and just out of his reach in short center field. So Dickinson's aboard for the 3rd time with 1 out.
One of those bloopers there. You had everybody coming in. It looks like Romero and McGee talking to each other out in the outfield just a moment ago. One of those things you want to have is good communication as outfielders. Romero's been covering a lot of grounds.
So that'll bring up Wood, who struck out swinging in the third, but had a 2-run single for the first 2 runs of this game in the first. The Chill lead at 8-2. And Kenny Booth is in to run again, so a busy night for Kenny.
Scored a run in that bottom of the third inning. Very strong bottom of the third inning where Chill were able to score 6 runs.
1-0 down in the dirt, 2-0. Two and 0, 1 out for Colin Wood. And Booth leading off first. Here's the 2-0. In there for a strike, 2-1. Chill have a 6-run lead. And that's down in the dirt. 3-1. So Joseph Cook has been so good this year for the Coyotes. Came into a tough situation and gave up a 2-run double to Martinez. But he worked his way out of it, and that's hit hard to third and through for a hit. So Wood has another knock to left field, and now it's first and second with 1 out.
Looked like it got right through the glove of Reddy over on third. Thought he could have made a play on it there, at least a stop, to stop the momentum of the ball there, but puts 2 runners on for the Chill, 1 in scoring position, Kenny Booth, and back kind of where we started the bottom of the third inning.
So here's Carlos Franco, who's hit by a pitch, and he scored in the third. It was part of a wild bottom of the third where the Chill scored 6 runs and opened up this game. They lead it 8-2 and have 2 men aboard now with 1 out in the fourth. That's popped up on the infield. Easy play at second base for Bolza, and that's the second out. So 1 pitch, and Franco's retired. Second time he's popped out to second.
That hit there from Colin Wood off the bat, that base hit a moment ago, 81 off the bat. He had another one, that same one over in left field, 88.
Here's Matt Cruz, walked and scored in the third. Can say that of just about anybody in this Chill lineup, and he swings at the first pitch, pops it down the first baseline. Going to be a tough play, and it's out of play. Good effort over there by Ben Combs, but it's just a strike. Bottom of the fourth. Chill lead it 8-2. It's a 7-inning game tonight. Coyotes will get 3 more chances at the plate in the 5th, 6th, and 7th. Here's the 0-1. Ooh, almost got him in the head. We saw 2 hit batters in the third, along with 4 walks. Excuse me, 5 walks, George. 5 walks and 2 hit batters in 1 inning. That's a base hit to right field. And they're going to send around Kenny. Here's the throw to the plate. It's offline, so Booth comes in to score. And it's a 9-2 game on an RBI single from Cruz. Well, they would have had Kenny at the plate with a good throw, but the throw was offline. And it's now a 7-run lead. The Chill get that run back right away that they surrendered in the top half of the fourth.
Looked like Kenny Booth kind of hesitated rounding third a little bit. But luckily for him, you're right, Nash. Throw was off target. 80 miles per hour off the bat.
Here's Michael Macias. And Mike walked with the bases loaded in the third, struck out looking in the second. I think this is why we thought of the Chill more highly than maybe they were in the standings or their offense was ranked, just because they do have so many guys who can beat you. And if the bottom half of this lineup produces, they're going to be really, really tough to beat here this week.
The bottom half has been doing well. 8, 9, 10, all getting on base. And, of course, Tyler Martinez with a huge double.
2-0 on Macias.
And that's what you like to see, is everybody in that lineup and in the order for the Chill getting on base, helping the team out in any which way that they can. Because, you know, it's not like you have the 1, 2, 3, 4 that are threats. You got to worry about the 8, the 9, the 10, even, you know, those guys in the middle, the 6, the 7. So everybody in there is getting on base, producing hits, taking balls. So they're really doing well for themselves. The reason why they're up 7 runs.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden you got to see Dickinson and Munoz and Franco and Wood and everybody again in the heart of the order. It comes around and gets you quickly if the lineup is deep 1 through 10. So Michael Macias is ahead 3-0. And he takes strike 1 on the outer half. So 3-1 now on Macias with 2 down, runners at first and second. And a 9-2 lead for the Chill. Cook comes set, comes home, and Macias hits it hard to left field on a line, and an easy catch for Phil Demas for out number 3. Chill get the run back. They now lead at 9-2, and the Coyotes have work to do offensively. You're listening to the PSCL Playoffs.
Here we are set for the top of the 5th inning. George Hathaway, Nash Walker here on the call. As the Chill have a 9-2 lead over the Coyotes. Nico Cristelli, the catcher, leading things off. He's going to rip that one up over in the ground to Franco. And that is going to get right by him. Looks like he just bobbled onto the ball there. Most likely will go down as an error on Franco. So leadoff man on base for the Coyotes to start things off. So the second error on Franco. And the second time for Nico Cristelli as well to get on base through the error from Franco, which brings up Garrett Reddy. He's 1 for 2 on the day. Wiley the pitch there. Fastball down low inside for strike 1. So Reddy had a base hit in the 3rd. No outs here, top of the 5th inning. Wiley delivers. Hard hit ball over to left field. That's going to drop right in front of Michael Macias for the second base hit for Garrett Reddy.
Reddy's been so good this year, George. And good to see him on the board in the playoffs here with a hit. Second hit of the game.
So Max McGee stepping in the batter's box now for the Coyotes. Top of the 5th inning. 2 runners are on for the Coyotes. They scored 1 run here in the top of the 4th inning.
Yeah, this is exactly what you're looking for if you're the Coyotes. You're not going to get all 7 back right here, but this is a chance to cut into that deficit a little bit.
This pitch going to be outside 1-0 to Max McGee. He's 0 for 1 on the day. Walked in the top of the 2nd, scored a run, and then struck out looking in the 3rd. Here's a 1-0 from Wiley. Going to get off the glove of Ramon Macias. (2-0) the count to McGee. 2 runners on. That's Cristelli over on second with Reddy on first. And as a Chill have a 7-run lead here, top of the 5th inning. As that's going to be down and away. 3-0 the count for Reddy. Excuse me, for McGee.
Yeah, Chill feeling pretty good. They're up by 7 runs, but no free passes here. You definitely want to make the Coyotes beat you. Don't beat yourselves.
Here's a 3-0. That's going to be a 4-pitch walk. Bases now loaded for the Coyotes here, top of the 5th inning. Which brings up Phil DeMoss. He's 1 for 2 on the day. Base hit in the top of the 2nd inning. Flew out over to Cruz in right field in the 3rd.
Phil, another one of our power staff members. And he's coming up in a big spot, George.
So bases
Base hit will
loaded.
likely score 2.
And with no outs here in the top of the 5th inning either. As there is some action in the bullpen to our left for the Chill. Wiley that pitch. As DeMoss had to move out of the way, 1-0. And you see some life here from the Coyotes dugout as well. Cheering on their teammates with bases loaded, no outs. So McGee on first, Reddy on second, Cristelli on third. Here's a 1-0 from Wiley. That's going to get inside 1-1 the count.
Good breaking ball there. I think you go back to that on 1-1. Coyotes playing with limited outs here. They have 9 outs left. They're down by 7 runs. So you need to make every single out count.
As that's going to be a hard hit ball up the middle. Going to drop right in front of Lopez. As here comes Cristelli to score. Base hit RBI for Phil DeMoss. His 2nd of the day. Still bases are loaded. Reddy on third. McGee on second with DeMoss on first. Which brings up Finn O'Connor, who has a 1 for 1 on the day with a double. And he was walked into second.
This might be it here for Wiley, who's pretty good up to this point. And it sounds weird, but I think at this point for the Coyotes, you are focusing on not making outs. You'll take your walks. Nice rip by Phil up the middle there to get a run home. Just get within striking distance. You still have 9 outs to play with.
That hit from DeMoss up the middle, 78 miles per hour off the bat. So it looks like Wiley's going to stay in. Still the action there to our left in the Chill bullpen. So bases loaded for Wiley here. O'Connor 1 for 1 on the day. That's going to be hit up over to Franco.
Oh, what a play.
Excuse me, Dickinson going to run in front of that. On the run, Dickinson makes the out. However, Reddy comes in to score. Runners will advance with DeMoss on second, McGee on third, 1 out. 5-3, mark that down in the books with Ben Combs stepping into the batter's box now.
That's one of those, George. If you don't make that play and another run comes home to score, and the bases stay loaded with nobody out, it gets a little scary. And the Chill are not out of the woods yet, but that's just a big-time play from Spencer Dickinson on a roller up the line.
So the Chill have a 5-run lead now. Is that pitch there from Wiley, 86-mile-per-hour fastball in the dirt, 1-0.
The tying run is in the hole. They trail by 5. They got 2 in scoring position. It's 5-6. 7's the batter. 8 on deck and 9 in the hole.
So Ben Combs, he's 1 for 2 on the day. Base hit in the top of the 4th, ground out over to Wood in the top of the 2nd inning. Here's a pitch from Wiley. Big swing and miss on the high fastball there. Count is 1-1. And you could just tell Combs wanted every piece of that ball.
Coyotes need a hit here, George, it feels like. And as I said, you're just trying to avoid outs, so Combs would absolutely take a walk and load the bases for Bolza behind him. But at some point, they're going to need a big hit.
Here's a 1-1 from Wiley. Kicks and deals, that's going to be fouled back. He's down in the count 1-2 with 2 runners on. DeMoss on second, McGee on third, as Cristelli and Reddy came in to score for the 2 runs of the inning. Six hits for the Coyotes on the day. Same with the Chill. Here's a 1-2 from Wiley. Way inside, and it looks like, you know what, it's going to hit him. And the pass ball there, as coming in to score, Max McGee. Uh-oh.
Starting to get tighter, George.
Yep.
Now just a 9-5 game. It's a 3-run frame for the Coyotes, and they still have runners on here. Looks like a change is going to be made.
It has to happen. And, yeah, they're bringing the entire infield in. So it'll be Combs. He's on first with DeMoss on third. Runners on the corners. As we go to a new pitching change here. We'll be right back. George Hathaway, Nash Walker here on the call. Top of the 5th inning when we return. So here we are back top of the 5th inning. Cipriano Rivera, 6'1", College of the Desert, on the mound for the Chill.
Cipriano Rivera, 14 and a third, 6.28 ERA, 15 walks, 24 strikeouts. So he's got the strikeout stuff. And the Chill could use some here with the bases loaded in a 9-4 game.
So yeah, the correction there is Ben Combs hit by a pitch, dead ball. So McGee does not come in to score. So he's going to be on third, DeMoss on second with Combs on first. Keegan Bolza, he's at the plate. He's 0 for 2 on the day. 1-1 the count for him. 2-0 the count. So pitch they're going to get inside for strike one. 2-1 the count.
9-4. Chill leading the Coyotes.
As that pitch, little 2 inside, hitters count 3-1. So 5-run lead the Chill have, but the Coyotes slowly chipping at it. At one point, it was an 8-run ball game, Nash. And just, a few innings here, it's becoming a very good ball game. Popped up into the air, foul territory, and that's going to be out of play. So count is going to be full 3-2. So 2 errors on the Chill. You can only imagine that could hurt them a little bit here in the ball game. With 1 out, bases loaded. Coyotes down 5 runs. So it's going to be Combs on first, DeMoss on second with McGee on third. Bolza at the plate. A base hit here could bring in a few runs. Popped up into the air as that's going to be out of play. So count still stands full.
Good snatch up here right below us. Good hands down there.
So Bolza, he's able to stay alive at the plate going up against Cipriano Rivera. He's allowed 14 hits and 13 runs in the regular season for the Chill. First round of the PSCL playoffs here, certainly been a hectic day. Upset madness here in day one. Cracked bat, as that's going to be up to Franco. He's going to walk it over himself, and he's going to be safe over at first. Bolza, and the fielder's choice there. As the run's going to come in to score. That's McGee. And they're going to advance DeMoss over to third. Combs going to be the second out with fielder's choice there for Bolza. He's safe on first. It's a 4-run ball game. 5-9 Chill with the lead. Which brings up the heavy hitter, the guy you got to watch out for, the 9-hole hitter, Trey May. He has been struggling in this ball game, Nash. Struck out looking in the second, grounded out in the fourth, but certainly a guy you don't want to mess with either.
Another big spot here for Trey May, who takes strike one. Struck out swinging in the second, grounded out to short in the fourth. And first and third. Coyotes can't be done here. They got to keep going.
So runners on the corners. Gonna be just down low, 1-1. So Cipriano Rivera on the mound. He's going to be filling in for Wiley. 1-1 the count. Coyotes down 4 runs here. That's going to be a ball in the dirt. Ramon Macias able to keep it in front of him. Count is 2-1 for Trey May. With Combs on first, DeMoss 90 feet away from home over on third. It's a very close ball game here. It's 3 runs able to come in to score for the Coyotes here in the top of the 5th inning. They still trail 5-9 over the Chill here in round 1 of the PSCL playoffs. Two-1 from Cipriano Rivera. Breaking ball 2-2 as May going to swing at that one.
This might be their best chance right here, George, in this inning. You hope it's not true. They got 7 outs left, but you never know, and just got to keep moving that line, find a way to get in Demas from third.
Here's a 2-2. Pitch going to be fastball down low. Count is now full.
Full count, 2 down, and Coyotes in need of a hit. Demas is clapping his hands at third base, and the dugout is buzzing, starting to feel themselves get back into this game.
And that's going to get May looking for strikeout number 1 for Cipriano Rivera on the day. The second strikeout looking for Trey May. Going to retire the side, leaving 2 runners on. However, the Coyotes able to bring in 3 runs. Cristelli, Reddy, and McGee able to come in to score. It's a 4-run ball game as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Tyler Martinez, Ramon Macias, and Robbie Lopez, a 3 due up next at the bottom of the 5th inning. First round of the PSCL playoffs. Stick around. It's going to be a close one. Here we are set, bottom of the 5th inning. Tyler Martinez leading things off, followed by Ramon Macias and Robbie Lopez, 3 due up next. Is that pitch from Cook going to be ball 1?
Yeah, bottom of the 5th. Chill lead at 9-5, George, and Martinez, who had a big 2-run double in the 3rd, will get a chance to lead it off. You have a 4-run lead. Feel decently comfortable. You still need to get 6 outs on the mound.
Here's a 1-0 from Cook. Pitch upstairs, 2-0. Martinez had that huge double in the bottom of the 3rd inning as he's 1 for 2 on the day with a ground up over to Combs in his first plate appearance.
Hasn't been easy for Joseph Cook, who had not given up an earned run coming into tonight, but gives up 3 hits there in the 4th, and the double to Martinez. Now falls behind 3-0 on Martinez again.
And there's a pitch there, going to get inside. Hitters count 3-1. So the Coyotes able to score 3 runs in the top of the 5th. They still trail, however, 9-5. That's going to be ball number 4. And Martinez going to get his free base, second time he's been on today. So leadoff walk to start the bottom of the 5th inning, which brings up Ramon Macias. He's 0 for 1 on the day with a walk in the bottom of the 3rd. Ramon Macias, a lefty playing behind the plate as well, doing a solid job as catcher.
Yeah, the bottom of this lineup again, George. Getting on base. Doing a lot of things right. And for Joseph Cook, that's 5 balls in the first 6 pitches he's thrown here in the 5th.
So no outs, 1 runner on. As a Chill looking to respond to the 3-run top half of the 5th inning. Macias going to foul that one off. 1-1 the count for the catcher. As the Chill, they lead 9-5 over the Coyotes, round 1 of the PSCL playoffs. Between the 5 and 10 seed, that's what you're watching right now. As the winner of this game will play the 11 seed North Stars, reigning PSCL champions, who upset the Grizzlies earlier this morning.
George, this is kind of a hybrid game 3 in this rubber match. The Chill won the first matchup 9-2, and then the Coyotes won the second matchup 8-7. This one is 9-5 Chill, so it's somewhere in between.
1-2 the count for Ramon Macias. With the top of the order, Robbie Lopez on deck with no outs, 1 runner on. Tyler Martinez in a 4-run ball game. Both teams have recorded 6 hits. Macias going to pop this one up, shallow left center. And getting underneath that.
Nice play. So they get the force out. That was Finn O'Connor made a nice catch out in short left field. Actually, ball dropped in front of him, so he gets the force at second, just the same. Runners will flip spots with Macias at first, and Martinez is thrown out at second for the first out. Couldn't really tell if he made that catch or not. Good read from Martinez.
So they're able to get a runner out in scoring position, which was Tyler Martinez making his way over to second. So Macias safe on first with Robbie Lopez, leadoff hitter, pops up into the air over in foul territory. Nobody able to get it. Cristelli, Reddy, and Cook all in that same area. No communication there between any of them. So it's going to be 0-1 the count.
And those are the kind of plays you have to make here in a winner go home situation. You're already down by 4 runs. The Chill leading 9-5. Those are plays that need to be made.
So it's going to be 0-1 count for Robbie Lopez. He's been on base 3 times. Looking to get his first hit of the day. He walked in the bottom of the first, scored a run, stole the base, walked in the bottom of the third, scored a run, and then walked in the bottom of the third again. In that 6-run bottom of the third inning for the Chill that helped get him this lead, as they're up 9-5 over the Coyotes. First round PSCL playoffs. George Hathaway, Nash Walker swing on and miss there from Lopez. He's down on the count 0-2. With Macias over on first and 1 out. Bottom of the 5th inning. Just a reminder of PSCL playoffs. They'll play 7. And the championship game will be 9 innings. So Cook looks over to Macias at first, who has a 3-stride lead. There's a hit. And it's just going to be lined right back in the glove. Double play there to retire the inning. Unorthodox double play, but still gets the job done, which will retire the inning. As we go to the top of the 6th, as it's going to be Eric Romero, Nico Cristelli, and Garrett Reddy. The 3 due up next when we return. And it's going to be 9-5 ball game. Chill with the lead over the Coyotes. Round 1 PSCL playoffs. Here we are, set for the top of the 6th inning. Chill lead 9-5 over the Coyotes in round 1 of the PSCL playoffs. Last game of the day. There's been 3 upsets on the day, as the Chill are looking to avoid a comeback from the Coyotes with a 3-run top of the 5th inning. As a pitch there from Rivera can be down low, 1-0 count.
Romero 0 for 3 today. Coyotes have 6 outs left. And they need to make up 4 runs here. 5 runs if they want to win this ball game.
Curveball going to get in from Rivera in for strike 1. So 1-1 the count to the leadoff hitter, Eric Romero, in a 4-run ball game. As that's going to be fouled back. 1-2 the count for the center fielder for the Coyotes. As the Chiller up 9-5 here in the ball game, looking to close it out and advance to play the North Stars tomorrow. Here's a 1-2 from Rivera. As that's going to get him right in the hip. So hit by pitch there to lead off the inning in the top of the 6th. Which brings up Nico Cristelli, the catcher for the Coyotes. He's advanced off a base off an error from Franco twice, and he grounded out. So looking to get a base hit here as the Coyotes down 4 runs.
It'll be a quick turnaround for the winner of this game. They'll have to play at 8:30 in the morning over at the turf field. And the Haymakers will play the A's out here at 9 a.m. at the stadium. There goes the runner.
As there goes Romero, and he's going to be out at second. The throw down from Ramon Macias. It's out number 1.
Well, here's the thing, Joe. You need to make up 4 runs, and you have 6 outs to play with. I'm not sure I understand trying to steal there. That's not the best use of your outs. It's not worth the risk, and now you're down to 5 outs with nobody on.
We've been really praising Ramon Macias behind the plate as that's a breaking ball 1-2 now the count to Nico Cristelli.
Bootleggers Lumberjacks on the turf at 10:45, and then the Dragons and the Blue Sox here at the stadium at 11:30. So a packed morning tomorrow into the afternoon of PSCL playoff action.
Count now knotted up at 2-2 with 1 out, nobody on after Macias threw out Romero, trying to steal second. As Garrett ready, he's on deck. Here's a 2-2, and that's way over the head of Cristelli. Count now full as he had to duck down underneath it. Chill have the 4-run lead as they're up 9-5 here, first round of the PSCL playoffs. George Hathaway, Nash Walker here on the call. Thank you for tuning us this evening. Full count, and that's going to be ball number 4 as that pitch up high. So Cristelli, he's on base. Would have put Romero on second.
Well, I was about to say, they would have had first and second, nobody out with the tying run on deck. But instead, it's 1 out and a runner on, and he's, the 6th run of the game. So, not saying that walk is a bad thing. It's certainly not. Getting runners on is the main goal here.
So Garrett ready. 2 for 3 on the day. 2 base hits. Scored a run in the top of the 5th. Big swing and miss there as that pitch from Rivera gets underneath the bat. 0-1 the count.
Assume the A's will be playing here at the stadium Friday morning, but in the case that the Haymakers beat them, we'll have a stadium game 9 a.m. either way Friday morning and a turf game. And then, as we said, the championship game is Friday night right here at 7 o'clock. We'd love to see you there. If not, we'll be here on the YouTube stream.
1-1 count. Here's a kick from Rivera. Going to be in the dirt. Going to get away from Macias. He's able to corral on top of it quickly. Staring down Cristelli on first after he was just walked. So 2-1 the count. In a 4-run ball game with 1 out, 1 runner on. Here's a 2-1 pitch. That's going to be chopped up over to Dickinson. That's going to get underneath his glove. As ready, he's going to get on base for the 3rd time today.
Call it the lip of death on the grass there on the infield. So many balls I've seen this year, George, hit that lip. They either die or they hit it and go straight in the air. Mm-hmm. So either way, it's an impossible play for these infielders. And I mean, Dickinson really had no chance on that ball. He was playing too far back to cut it off.
The official score is going to be an error on Dickinson.
Oof, that's a tough error. I don't know who made that call.
There's that pitch there from Rivera inside 0-1 to Max McGee. He scored 2 runs. He's 0 for 1 on the day. And he has 2 walks as well. So 2 runners on with Cristelli in scoring position on second. As that's going to be chopped right up over. Double play ball, possibly. As no, is Franco going to hold on to it?
Tried to make the throw, and good hustle down to second from Reddy, and now it's bases loaded. And they're going to count that as a hit. At least our scoreboard.
Looks like he wasn't out, actually.
Yep, bases loaded on the toss.
Looks like it.
Reddy is safe at second. Very close play.
So bases loaded with 1 out, base hit for McGee, his first hit of the day.
Here's the tying run, and Phil Demas all of a sudden. And just imagine if there was nobody out here, George, and Romero had not been caught stealing.
He would have been home.
Would have scored with nobody out, bases loaded. So, big spot here for Demas.
So they're going to call that a fielder's choice. So not a base hit there. As that's popped up into the air, center field, Lopez tracking it, gets underneath it, and coming to tag up is Cristelli. And he's going to come in to score. And it's now a 9-6 ball game. Coyotes trail by 3 runs now. And in a blink of an eye, we have ourselves a ball game.
Yep. Tying run at the plate once again. Chill leading it 9-6. And it's just the top of the 6th, so they'll get 3 more outs in the 7th, but you want to get at least 1 more here and set yourself up. It's been a high-scoring game. Chill don't necessarily have a shutdown closer.
So 2 outs, 2 runners on in a 3-run ball game. Finn O'Connor, he's at the plate. Here's a pitch there from Rivera outside. Macias able to keep the ball in front of him. 2-0 the count to O'Connor. He had a double in the top of the 4th. He walked in the 2nd, grounded out in the 5th.
Well, credit the Coyotes here, George. They went down 8-1, then they went down 9-2 in the 5th, and they just didn't stop. Or in the 4th, excuse me. They just didn't stop. They kept battling. They put together good at-bats all night long. And they have a chance here.
So they still trail 9-6 against the Chill. Is O'Connor going to foul that one back? 2-1 the count for the shortstop this evening for the Coyotes.
13 hits combined in this game. 15 runs. 9 for the Chill, 6 for the Coyotes.
So the Chill are trying to avoid being the 4th team to be upset here in the PSCL playoffs. Hard hit ball over to left field. That's going to trail fouled off.
Could you imagine the drama, George, of a 3-run homer to tie the game? That would be
only in
something.
July.
Only in July. We'll see if Finn O'Connor can straighten that thing out. He got the barrel to it. 79 mile an hour, looked like breaking ball there.
So 2-2 the count to the shortstop with 2 outs, 2 runners on. Here's a pitch from Rivera, popped up into the air, and that's coming right back for us. And that's just going to be bounced.
We almost had a play on it, George. Almost got the bounce.
So count still stands 2-2. Nash is waiting for a ball to come up
I
here.
was so excited about that.
So 3-run ball game. Rivera looking back at second. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a slow roller up to Wood over on first. He's going to walk it over himself.
Big out.
Tag up. And that's going to retire the inning. However, 1 run's going to come in to score Nico Cristelli. And the Chill, they're going to come back to the plate. Jaden Huerta, Carlos Munoz, Spencer Dickinson, a 3 due up next in the bottom of the 6th inning. And the Chill lead 9-6 when we return. Joseph Cook still on the mound for the Coyotes as they trail 9-6 against the Chill here in the bottom of the 6th inning. It's going to be Jaden Huerta leading things off. Hit a base hit and struck out in the 3rd and walked in the bottom of the 1st. He scored 2 runs as well. As here's a pitch from Cook, and that's going to get him in the back. 1 pitch and a free base here from Huerta to lead off the bottom of the 6th inning.
Hard hit double play from Lopez to end the 5th. And now a hit batter to lead off the 6th. So,
and this is a scary part of the lineup. Carlos Munoz, Spencer Dickinson, Colin Wood, middle of the order. Been talking about it all night.
yeah, Dickinson's been on all 3 times. He scored 2 runs. Munoz has driven in a run on a sac fly. Wood had a 2-run single, singled again in the 4th.
So with 1 runner on here, bottom of the 6th inning, reminder, PSCL playoffs go to 7 innings and it's a 3-run ball game. So 1-0 count to Munoz. The pitch going to be way outside. Cristelli leaped up to grab it, 2-0 count. Munoz, he's 0 for 3 on the day. A sacrifice fly. So here's a 2-0 from Cook. Popped up into the air, fouled off, 2-1 the count for Munoz.
It's the thing I love about these Chill hitters, especially in the middle of the order, is they're not looking to go up there and take a free pass. They're just trying to get ahead in the count so they can get a fastball to hit in the zone. And you can tell Munoz right there got ahead 2-0, got one to hit, fouled it straight back.
Here's a 2-1 from Cook. Out and away, 3-1 the count. Looks like Cristelli a little shaken up after that.
Yeah, George, the umpire who took that ball off his collarbone and broke his collarbone is in attendance tonight. It's just great to see him back on his feet. Coming out to support his umpiring crew.
It's going to be a 3-1 count for Carlos Munoz. With Jaden Huerta, he's over on first, and that's going to be ball number 4. So first time Munoz been on base. Which brings up Spencer Dickinson in a 3-run ball game with no outs.
So Munoz, Dickinson, Wood have been on it combined 6 times to this point, and you know Dickinson and Wood probably each going to get at least 1 more plate appearance. This is not the norm for Joseph Cook. He'd given up 1 earned run all season coming into tonight.
Might be those PSCL playoff jitters. It's a different season when it comes into this part, late July. You never know what to expect out here in Palm Springs, California. As Spencer Dickinson approaches the plate, 2 runners on, no outs in a 3-run ball game. Chill have the 9-6 lead over the Coyotes in round 1. It's a 5 seed against a 10 seed. As here's the pitch from Cook as that's ripped, fouled off.
Good that wasn't into the stands. It might have dented a bleacher.
Hard hit ball, to say the least, there from Spencer Dickinson. Staying in the right-hand batter's box. So 0-1 is the count for him. Brownyard over on first, going to be pinch running for Munoz. As that's hard hit ball over in the left field, and DeMoss parks underneath it. Runner's going to stay where they are for out number 1.
I was about to make a home run call. I got scared. I was going to say Dickinson's going yard. Hit it hard to left.
He did.
Long out. That ball almost jumped up and jumped over Demas's glove. He was lucky to make that catch. Nice play, good read for out number 1.
Dickinson has 2 home runs on the season. Both of them coming at this stadium. That's going to be chopped up over to Reddy. That's going to get through, for a base hit. And coming on in to score is Huerta. And now the Chill extend their lead 10-6.
into double digits for the Chill. Demas bobbled it a little bit in left field. That was well hit ball into a perfect spot on the left side of the infield, right in the hole. And it looks like there will be a pitching change.
Colin Wood gets on base in a quick one-pitch hit. So right, it looks like there will be a pitching change here. As we're gonna go break. So the bottom of the 6th inning, the Chill have a 10-6 lead over the Coyotes here in PSCL playoffs. Here we are back in the bottom of the 6th inning. It's going to be Tyler Suntrum, 6'2" righty from Luna Community College, a freshman there.
Yeah, Tyler Suntrum pitched in the first matchup when the Chill beat the Coyotes 9-2. He went 3 innings, faced 16 batters, struck out 7, hit 2 of them, walked 2 of them, gave up a couple of runs on 3 hits.
So the first batter he's going to face Carlos Franco, who's 0 for 2 on the day with 1 out, 2 runners on. Chiller up 10-6 over the Coyotes, first round of the PSCL playoffs here. It's that pitch from Suntrum inside, strike 1.
Yeah, pitcher's been getting the inside of the plate, but not the outside part of the plate on these righties. And I think it has played into the score tonight. The zone has been tighter on the outer half. I think certainly tighter than it's been in some mornings in the PSCL. But Suntrum got the inner half right there on a fastball.
So Wood is on first with Brownyard on second after Munoz was walked. He's pinch hitting. There goes Brownyard. Both runners going to advance. And here comes Brownyard to score. As that is going to be a base hit RBI for Carlos Franco. So 2 runners going to be on base still with 1 out. 11-6 ball game. Chill have the lead here in round 1 of the PSCL playoffs. The winner of this game plays the 11 seed North Stars.
Nice job, Franco. Opposite field single. And it feels like the Chill are imposing their will right here to pull away.
As that is going to be fouled off. 0-1 on the count for Matt Cruz.
And Carlos Munoz is up and warming in the pen.
So Cruz, he's 1 for 2 on the day with a walk in the 3rd inning and scored a run there as well. And a 6-run bottom of the 3rd inning for the Chill. Really helped them put themselves over the edge here in the ballgame as they maintain on to a 5-run lead. There's the 0-1. Going to be outside 1-1 the count for Matt Cruz.
Cruz been on twice, scored in the 3rd. And drove it in a run in the fourth.
Here's a 1-1. Big swing and miss there from Cruz. So 2 runners are on base.
That was nasty. I would throw that pitch again on 1-2. That curveball.
Colin Wood in scoring position, looking to add on to their 5-run lead. Here's a 1-2 from Suntrum. Gonna be cracked
Jam.
bat up over to O'Connor. The chance for 2. Unable to get there as Cruz safe on first, which is going to advance Wood over to third.
I like that sequence a lot from Suntrum. He gets the called strike on the curveball, then comes back in on the hands with the fastball, and Cruz got completely jammed. And he gets the out. So 2 down now for Macias.
So fielder's choice gets Cruz on base. With Michael Macias, the left fielder, he's 0 for 2 on the day with a walk in the third, scored a run. So runners on the corners for the Chill, who have 11-6 lead over the Coyotes. As there goes Cruz, the throw gets out of the glove of O'Connor. So now puts 2 runners in scoring position. 3 stolen bases for the Chill in the day.
He would have had him. I think he would have had him. Ball did pop out of his glove. But now you feel like a base hit for the Chill pretty much puts this game out of reach.
Here's a 1-out. Popped up into the air, out of play, 1-1 the count from Michael Macias.
You've seen Macias battle today. Struck out looking. He walked in the third, flew out to left, back in the fourth. But he's not an easy out. He doesn't give away at-bats. Remember, George, he came up with the bases loaded in his last at-bat.
So Nico Cristelli shaking up behind the plate.
The winner will play at 8:30 a.m. on the turf field.
Quick turnaround.
Rather quick against the North Stars. I'm sure they'll be excited to play, though, George, in the morning. Trying to advance to the semis. Everybody looking to take down the mighty A's, the 1 seed, with the best pitching staff in the league and the best record. That's hit hard to center.
Romero gonna track it out. May cover some good ground there for out number 3. Gonna retire the side. However, 2 runs able to score for the Chill here. Puts them up 11-6 over the Coyotes. Top of the 7th is gonna be the 7, 8, 9. Ben Combs, Keegan Bolza, Trey May. The 3 due up next for the Coyotes. In their last chance here in the PSCL playoffs when we return. Here we are set. Top of the 7th inning, the final opportunity for the Coyotes as they're down 11-6 here against the Chill. In first round PSCL playoffs, George Hathaway, Nash Walker here on the call. It's going to be the 7, 8, 9, bottom of the order. Ben Combs leading things off. He's 1 for 2 on the day with a base hit in the 4th, ground out in the 2nd, and a hit by a pitch in the 5th. Carlos Munoz, he's going to be on the mound here in the top of the 7th inning for the Chill with a 5-run lead.
3 1/3 on the season. Munoz. Chill have won all 3 games he's pitched in. And he saved 2 of them. Faced 16 batters, struck out 2, walked just 2, and hit 1.
So here's a 2-0 from Munoz. Going to be up and away. 3-0 the count for Ben Combs, the first baseman for the Coyotes.
Opponent batting average just 154 against Carlos Munoz.
And here's a 3-0. Upstairs ball 4. So the leadoff man gets aboard, which brings up Keegan Bolza. He's 0 for 2 on the day. The fielder's choice in the top of the 5th inning.
Sack bunt in the 4th. I don't think he'll be trying to lay one down here, George. Unless he can get it slowly up the 3rd baseline. Other than that, swinging away.
So no outs, 1 runner on top of the 7th inning. Check back over. This Combs going to be safe there. So it's going to be Bolza, May, and Romero, the 3 that are coming up. Munoz, the lefty.
Yeah, having trouble finding the zone right now. 5 straight balls to lead off his appearance.
As there's already some action to the left in the bullpen for the Chill. Here's a 1-0. Is that pitch going to get inside? Fastball there, 1-1 the count to Keegan Bolza. So no outs, 1 runner on in a 11-6 ball game where the Chill have the lead. 2-1 the count now.
This zone has stayed tight all night long, George. Very consistent. Consistently tight.
And that's going to be down low. Hitters count 3-1. As the Chill have 11-5 lead over the Coyotes. First round PSCL playoffs. Winner plays in the morning against the North Stars. Here's a 3-1. As that's going to be ball number 4 upstairs. Ramon Mejia is going to talk things over to Carlos Munoz on the mound. After back-to-back walks, brings up Trey May.
It's the last thing you want to see. Back-to-back walks. You got a 5-run lead. And Trey May, who has had a rough night, 0 for 3, couple of strikeouts. But he can make it all go away here, George, with a hit. Or at least a non-out. You would take a walk here as well.
So Combs in scoring position on second. Here's a pitch from Munoz. Inside 0-1 the count. With no outs, 2 runners on top of the 7th inning, Chill have 11-6 lead over the Coyotes. Here's the 0-1. Outside 1-1 the count for Trey May, the designated hitter. So it's going to be the top of the order with Eric Romero on deck. 5-run ball game. Here's a 1-1. Swung on and missed there. Fastball from Munoz. Inside is made down in the count 1-2.
Strikeout will be big here for Munoz. You're focused most on the outs on the scoreboard, not as much on the runs right now. Just trying to avoid outs.
Fouled off. Count still stands 1-2. The leadoff hitter Eric Romero on deck. Combs on second, Bolza on first. Both of them were walked. And here's a pitch. Popped up into the air. And that's going to be out of play. So the fastball's here from Carlos Munoz. High 70s to low 80s. That's what we're seeing from him here.
Yeah, he's a strike thrower. Relies on command. He's given up just 2 hits all year. Hasn't pitched very much. Coming into tonight and thrown only 70 pitches all summer.
Munoz gets set, 2 runners on. Let's chill up 11-6 over the Coyotes. Here's a pitch. And that's going to get May looking. The 3rd strikeout for Trey May on the evening, which brings up Eric Romero with 1 out. 65-mile-per-hour curveball got him looking there. Which brings up a lefty-on-lefty action here for the Coyotes. Eric Romero steps in the batter's box. 0 for 3 on the day with a hit by pitch and 2 strikeouts.
It's a tough night for Trey May and a big strikeout for Carlos Munoz.
Pitch up high, 1-0.
But work's not done with the lineup flipping over.
2 runners on in a 5-run ball game. Top of the 7th inning. Final chance here for the Coyotes. Here's a 1-0. Curveball gets in. 1-1. So a lot of the off speeds here. We go 80 for the fastball, then we're hitting 64 for the curveball here from Carlos Munoz. Really good 1-2 punch. So here's a 1-1. Bottom half of the strike zone. 1-2 the count for Eric Romero.
Yeah, and he's got the lefty-lefty advantage, does Munoz right now. See if he goes back to that curveball with 2 strikes, get a swing and a miss.
So 1 out, 2 runners on. Here's a 1-2. Swung on and miss on the high pitch there from Munoz. Has Romero go down swinging, back-to-back strikeouts. Combs on second, Bolza on first. Down to the final out of the ball game. Nico Cristelli at the plate. He's advanced off a walk and 2 errors, and he grounded out.
Yeah, George, this is the last out of the year for the Coyotes as well.
So
Last
curveball
out of their season. And it's literally win or go home here. If you don't win, you're going home, wherever that might be. It's not in the PSCL.
2-0 the count for the catcher. He's walked most recently, top of the 6th inning, scored a run. And it's a 5-run ball game, 2 runners on, 2 outs. Munoz looking to close it out here in advance. 2-0 pitch, upstairs, 3-0. Garrett ready, on deck, if need be.
So we mentioned that game tomorrow morning at 8:30. If the Choke can get the final out, it'll be them playing the North Stars. That's ball 4, low bases. But I wonder, I'm going to speculate who might pitch that game. Could go to Henry Jaregui, who's got a 4.76 ERA this year. But not a ton of options here for tomorrow's game. Still need to get an out here.
Garrett ready. He's 2 for 3 on the day, and he advanced on an error in the 6th. 2 outs, bases loaded in a 5-run ball game as the Coyotes trail. Here's a pitch from Munoz. Curveball, just painting the black around home plate. 1-0 the count. So Cristelli on first, and there's a curveball again that's inside for strike 1.
Yeah, they're getting the inner part of the plate, George, and he's been consistent. So these hitters know by now. In the 7th inning, they're getting their 4th plate appearances. They know what to expect.
Here's a 1-1. Breaking ball down low. 2-1 the count. So Cristelli on first, Bolza on second, Combs on third. With 2 outs, bases loaded here.
I want to credit the Coyotes offense once again for battling until the final out. They've really, every single inning, they've battled, and they continue to battle right now. It's just the middle of that show lineup is tough, and it's hard to win when you give up 11 runs, but it hasn't been the Coyotes' offense. They've fought all night long.
63-mile-per-hour curveball, outer half, 3-1 is the count. Here's a pitch. And that's going to be ball number 4, and coming on in to score is Ben Combs. They now trail 11-7 in the ball game. It's a 4-run ball game here.
Tying run at the plate, and who better than Garrett Reddy, right? Who's been the guy for them this year. batting third in the middle of this order. You live by the sword, die by the sword. He could be your last out of the year, or he could extend the season with the bases loaded. Oh, excuse me, it's McGee.
So 2 outs, bases are still loaded for the Coyotes. Tying run at the plate. The July Magic here in PSCL playoffs.
Yeah, so Reddy up at first base, and Max McGee, who's also had a very good day, singled. He's walked twice. He's scored twice. The cleanup hitter for the Coyotes.
2 outs. Here's a pitch from Munoz. Curveball inside. 0-1 the count for McGee. He's over in right field for the Coyotes. The curveball's been working for Carlos Munoz in this inning. Here's the 0-1 kick. Bases loaded. Popped up into the air, and that's going to be into the glove of Cruz. Caught, and that's the ball game. Leaves bases loaded. The Chill get the 11-7 victory over the Coyotes here in round 1 of the PSCL playoffs. They go on to advance to play the 11th seed North Stars tomorrow morning, and they are the only team in the PSCL who are the higher seeded team that are able to advance on.
Yeah, a bunch of upsets today. The Chill put an end to that. They get the 11-7 win. It wasn't easy. Credit the Coyotes for battling, not just tonight, all year long. Heck of a season for them. They were so fun to watch. And for the Chill, they'll get at least another game tomorrow against the North Stars. The winner will go on to play the winner of the Haymakers and the A's in the semis. George, that was a blast.